just in that is 2 wickets so far for 31 runs. At the end of that over, the Blackhawks, they are 163 for 6 with Kareem Agor and Kadeem Phillip at the crease, and Empire Nation fighting back after the Blackhawks would have gotten off to a positive start. So the Blackhawks still need 37 runs if they're going to go past the Empire Nation's first innings total of 200 all out. And we're talking about that partnership of 28 at the end. And remember, you guys says that partnership might come back to haunt the Blackhawks right at the end.
That's
because
right.
I think that Empire Nation were 9 down, and then that last wicket Peering put on 28 runs.
Yeah.
28 valuable runs.
Valuable
And is proven to be very valuable now, the Empire Nation. So we will see 163 for 637 runs still needed if the Blackhawks are going to get ahead. And you think that is going to come down to this pairing here of Kadeem Phillip and Kareem Agor. This is Michael McKenzie. And Go is forward and driving beautifully. Good stop by the fielder out at that long on position. That's tapping, tumbling across, and really stopping that one and preventing what would have looked like a certain boundary, because Go timed that one very well. He got to the pitch of it, hit it hard and all along the ground, but tapping, sprinting around with his youthful exuberance and saving runs for his team. 165 for 6. Micah McKenzie, 3 wickets so far for 61 runs. Kareem Agor is hitting this one hard. This time it's going to be 4. That one was pulled down short of a length. Go just gave himself room and smashed it past the long on position for 4 runs.
No, the captain give McKenzie some help on the offside. Now he's going bowling short. That Kareem now can just rock back and plays in the open. Now you got to sweep on the extra cover fence. When you drive, at least you have a cover. But now, but
not bowling to his field.
Not bowling to his field at all. But then there's some years back, the association had this parish on the 17 competition. And that's what you're alluding to.
I was alluding, yes, outside of school. You need that competition.
Right.
I would think that if you're not retaining, the players at age 17, right? But you could do it as a 15 and under, because it's not necessarily an official competition.
That's right.
In terms of to make a team.
Right.
So you have to stick to the rules under whatever. You could say, look, you know what, we want players who are 16 and under to play in this league.
Right.
Outside of the school league.
Right,
and you force clubs or parishes to come up with. And even if it's just 4 teams you have and you play each other a few times around, it means that the cricket will be played. And you have to play a version where it's not just a T20. You have to play enough. So even if you say, look, you know what, we're not playing them as 50 over matches or one-day matches, we might play 75 overs per side or something like that, just because it's a development league that you want. You want cricketers to be able to play and to bat long and that sort of thing. But you also have to put in the aspect of
and there goes Kareem.
Kareem Agor gives
Kareem.
it away. A short delivery wide outside the line of the off stump, and he was looking to force it away, and he backed away and he slapped it, and the 7th wicket has gone down for the Liberta Blackhawks, the crucial wicket of Kareem Agor. He goes with the Blackhawks still needing 31 runs. It's 169 now for 7, and Kareem Agor looks very disappointed at that one. It was a short delivery outside the line of the off stump. He rocked back, but only managed to hit it straight to the fielder at that backward point position, who took the catch. And that's the end of Kareem Agor. Liberta Blackhawks now in trouble, 169 for 7.
And guess what, Denmore? That was one of, that could be in the bracket of some of the bad ball he bowls. It was wide, but it was on the offside. Right?
And you were just speaking about that, the captain giving him that protection on the offside.
Yeah. And so Mackenzie make that crucial breakthrough.
And he got his 4th wicket.
Yeah.
So simple Mackenzie, even though he is not I'd say vintage Mackenzie today,
right?
Because he's gone for some runs. He's gone for 65 runs, but crucially he's got 4 wickets. Looks as if Brent Joseph, who we saw getting injured earlier, we understand that it was looks as if it's Brent from this distance.
Looks that way.
Yes, it is Brent Joseph who has come in. So he's coming to join Kadeem Phillip with the Blackhawks, still needing 31 runs, and we'll see if Brent is able to fight today. He got injured, had to come off of the field. We saw him getting injured down on the boundary. I had asked Kadeem Phillip what was the position on Brent Joseph, and he said it seemed as if he had pulled a groin muscle. He just strained his groin somewhat when he was in the field. So we'll see how he's able to bat or run here. But he's out there fighting for the Blackhawks. 169 for 7 with Kadeem Phillip and Brent Joseph yet to score. And Justin Athens with his tail up.
As we say with cattle, smell rain.
Yep. Kadeem Phillip is driving. One on the onside is going to get close to the boundary. The fielder there is diving, but he can't save it. That's 4 runs. So it was over pitch delivery by Justin Athens, and Kadeem Phillip swinging the bat and got good bat on it. Got it past between the field at deep mid wicket and long on, and picked up 4 runs.
And the game now goes right back in the balance where Empire was just about this run.
Yep, this is the score, about the score Empire was when 9 wickets were down, and so we see those 28 runs coming into play right now as we speak.
Yeah,
Justin Athens is around the wicket to Kadeem Phillip, and Phillip is steering this one square of the wicket to Jalen Harris, who throws it away, and the Kadeem Phillip doesn't want to run. So Brent Joseph was interested in the run. Kadeem Phillip not interested, but Jalen Harris, just a little bit of a rush of a blood. He had the feeling nobody was attempting a run, and he just threw the ball away. So pressure here on everyone. 27 runs to get first innings for Blackhawks. Only 3 wickets in hand. So Empire Nation would think that they are in the driver's seat with Spencer and Langford to come. Here is Kadeem Phillip playing one on the onside, and Brent Joseph just walking through for a single.
So then you see if the Empire captain or players could notice something. Brent cannot run. You can say we just jog there. Callum is not the best runner because of his weight. So eliminate the boundary, give them the singles. So as you say earlier, and all you want to see is good cricket.
Good cricket.
Good cricket being played.
Good thinking cricket.
You're right.
Because what can happen now? They've maintained the fielders inside, but with Athens and the pace that he bowls, an edge from Brent Joseph could get you an unwanted boundary. Let's see what happens, because Brent Joseph, we knew that he came off injured. Here is Athens to Joseph, and Joseph is forward and playing defensively, and then just walked away. Yeah. Almost in pain. End of another over. At the end of it, Justin Athens has ended another over. So far, Athens has 2 for 36 from his 9 overs, and Empire Nation making 200 all out. The Liberta Blackhawks, they're 174 for 7. And what this would do, Abdiel, tomorrow, it would then come down almost to a one-day match if the innings were to end today.
And what do you see then more? No one will get no big lead.
It wouldn't be a big lead, so,
right, so you have to start
you'll start all over again without any sizable advantage.
Right.
So And we've seen that last week, especially in the Empire Pickett's game, where I think Pickett's had what, a four-run lead and ended up losing the game outright because it came down to a one-day, almost a one-day classic. So looks as if we're going to have a good fight on our hand here in this finale, in this final between Empire Nation and Liberta Blackhawks, and we understand it's the 20th final between both teams since 1998 or so. So they've really since 2008. I'll get my statistics right. You know, our soup friend in Juari Edwards, he has all the statistics there.
We were talking about, I think he said Liberta
is leading by 10 to 9 so far. Like that, so if Empire wins this one, they'll be 10 all and just as even.
But Spencer also walked off injured earlier. So
but Spencer did come back onto the field before the innings was over. It seemed to have just had some sort of issue
cut
with
him
his
ball and cut him his ball, leg stump. This leg break bowler, Mackenzie, is really
gets his fifth wicket. Kadeem Phillip was on the back foot there and missing that one, and his stumps are rocked back. And Liberta Blackhawks losing their 8th wicket. They are now 174 for 8. And Kadeem Phillip walks back to the pavilion, and of course, they still trail by some 26 runs at this stage.
And we watch Spencer now coming to the crease. And we have a game on our hand then.
We do have a game on our hand. And I'm saying that, well, based on how Spencer has batted for all season, don't expect him to last very long. He hasn't been in any form whatsoever when it comes to with the bat. So whatever it is, somebody is going to have a small lead in this finals, and it's going to come down to all to play for on day number 2.
But another thing then more, what I've noticed over the years that even though there are 3 sessions in the 2 days, the Sunday 3 session seems to be
longer. They are longer. They are longer, and trust me, they're more nerve-wracking than anything else. So Javier Spencer bowls left arm, but bats right-handed, and Michael McKenzie has so far bowled 9.2 overs, and he's taken 5 wickets for 65 runs. He has had a fifer, and he has been the difference in terms of between Empire and Liberta so far. Here is this one, and a leg break to start to Spencer. Spencer reaching for it, can't make contact, and there is no run.
This partnership in Mackenzie and Happiness is what ripped Pickett's heart out of the chest last week also. So, but he's a good prospect. As we watch another American airline passes our way, going into the PIC Liberta International Airport. I said many has passed us.
Yep, quite a few airlines have gone in. We're hoping here for our economy that they're all full. And there are folks who are packed into our hotels. He's going to get a run here. Just one for Spencer. So one more run. To the ire of the fans here, because they wanted them to run faster, try and get more runs, but they have to remember that Brent Joseph is struggling out there with a hamstring injury.
Well, the spectators don't care about that.
They don't care about that at all. They all they want is for him, for the runs to be made. 25 the Blackhawks trail by. Brent Joseph is just retaking his guard, and he's going to face up to Micah McKenzie, who already has 5 wickets in his hand. McKenzie is in, and Joseph is driving hard up to the mid-on region, more to the long-on region. The fielder is posted there on the boundary, and he comes through for 1 run. 176 for 8 at the end of Mackenzie's over. Brent Joseph is on 1, so too is Javier Spencer. And our third umpire, who is close to us at the back here, says that there are 4 overs left in the day's play. So 4 overs to go in the day's play. And it's been an absorbing day's play, Abdiel. What has been your highlight of the day so far?
To be honest, is the Mackenzie innings. Because I've never seen him play this aggressive.
I've never
seen him.
In that mode either.
And he scored, some 18 runs? Being aggressively, good shots too. And then he come back with the ball and doing what he's doing now. Because, I've seen Kareem bat before. I know what he could do. But I've never seen Mackenzie play the way he played. And so that could have been a change in game changer.
Could be
and
a game
then the last
changer.
partnership, 28.
He was a part of that last partnership himself, and James were the partnership there, and 177 for 8, 23 runs required for the Blackhawks to equal the 200 made by Empire Nation. Empire Nation, they now need just 2 wickets to wrap up the Blackhawks innings. And all the major batters for the Blackhawks are back in the pavilion. Here is this one coming off the edge, running down to a third man position. And he's running, calls through. And that was always a single. Not sure what was the hesitation on Brent Joseph's part, because that one had gone past the fielder there gone past Kenrick Scott and running down to a third man position, and Brent Joseph was just a little bit hesitant to come through. So
I'm wondering
178 for 8.
He was doubting himself if he could get there because of the little injury he have. So
he's already out there at the crease, and if you come out to bat, might as well you give the full effort. That is what I would say, because you just saw just now when he thought that he was in trouble of being run out, he put on the afterburners. So plus he's young, and youth, they say, should count for something. Empire trying to motivate Justin Athens, and Justin Athens don't need any motivation, especially when he's bowling. Here is that's one edging, just as we said, past the wicket keeper and down to the boundary for 4. Edge found, but it flew past the man at slip and went down to the third man boundary for 4. We were talking about that, Abdiel Hughes, where we spoke about the pace that Justin Athens bowls, and if you get a genuine edge that doesn't go to hand, the possibility exists that it could be 4, and the lead is now the runs 21? Required is down now to 18.
18. So it's still crucial stage as we watch a picturesque sight around the Pickett playing field, as the field has been around the field has been lined with cars.
Brent Joseph is driving a nice looking shot into the mid-wicket region, just for a single though, as that one was on his legs by Justin Athens, and he just clipped it away nicely into the onside field for a single. That would give him a little bit of confidence, feeling one that comes out of the middle of the bat. The over has ended 183 for 8. Javier Spencer is on 2 and Brent Joseph is on 7.
And I know for sure then whoever gets the first in the league, it wouldn't be in a league of significance.
No lead of significance, so it's still going to be anyone's game. You tend to think that it's going to come down to who bats better in the second innings between these two teams. If Empire Nation gets away tomorrow and bats well, then they could bat Liberta Blackhawks out of the game if they're able to wrap things up this afternoon. Or if the Blackhawks get quick wickets, they could put the Empire Nation on the back foot.
Yeah, that's it. So the game is still in balance.
Still in the balance.
Good final.
Outside the off stump, Brent Joseph trying to force this one away. It doesn't make contact, no run. We're just having a look at our producer, just to see what his face looks like, to see if he is pleased with what the job that we've done today.
He's been dropping some words there.
Yeah, he's one of those producers that does not smile. And
that's
At least I can tell you that our scorer is much better looking than our producer. So it's a better sight on this side over here. Abdiel, but Michael McKenzie trying to get that wicket. 2 deliveries going past the bat of Brent Joseph with that one. Here is he in again. And Brent is pulling this one hard into the mid-wicket region, but straight to the fielder, just one. For a moment, I thought that one had gone into the gap, but it went straight to the fielder out on that deep mid-wicket position. He's set in that cow corner position.
And I've been watching the keeper all day. And look, just before the ball, look at what he does. He does it every ball. He does that? Every ball.
Habit. I don't know. Maybe just his little ritual. That's
like
delivery outside. Delivery outside the off stump. No shot offered there by Spencer.
Watch him again. You see, watch. Every ball.
Does his little ritual, yes. Spencer is driving, but straight to the fielder at that point position. Can't score.
Well, Denmore, you said what Spencer has done all season, he won't last long, but he's showing some class.
He is showing a little bit of fight today, which is what his camp would want. He's seen one outside the line of the off stump and just following it almost into the gloves of Dewberry to end another over. At the end of it, the Liberta Blackhawks, they're 184 for 8. They trail by 16 runs. Just to remind you, Empire Nation 200 all out. And as you can see, 184 for 8, the Liberta Blackhawks so far. 5 wickets for McKenzie so far, and Kofi James got 4 wickets when the Blackhawks were in the field. So both spinners getting major contributions today in this match.
And
so it's going to be all to play for tomorrow. So I just want to use the opportunity to invite fans to come out. Those of you in Liberta who didn't come out today should come. Those down at Empire, I haven't seen some of the regulars from Empire. I wonder what's happening. They must be down at that event for Mr. Spencer this evening. But when you finish from church in the morning, then you come up to Pickett's playing field. Shouts of catch it. I don't know.
All season, then more. I mean, being honest, and this is my assessment, all season, this is probably the best game I've seen.
Tightest game in terms of the encounter.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Because basically every game, the other team will already be batting again in this first day. You know, so this is why you want to see cricket. You know, let the second day becomes the ultimate way of fight for that. Not when the first day is over, you know who's going to win, because 2 hours going to last the next day. So this is a good final.
Good final.
Very good
and
final.
It's worthy of a final. Would have hoped for a little bit more runs, maybe, on both teams, but it's still a good final, good fight.
All right.
Empire posting a total, and they're trying to defend it.
And especially as to know how the cricket has gone for the year. For what you're seeing now is really good cricket.
When Joseph gets another single as he drives one out to mid-off, he moves through for that single. So, a tough little cookie, Brent Joseph. He's come through the ranks from under 13 all the way up. Here is Spencer playing one out, gets it out into the mid-wicket region for another run. They're just chipping away. So the lead is not going to be any big one. Whoever gets the lead today, it's not going to be a big lead. 14 runs more the Blackhawks need. Empire Nation, they need 2 wickets. Brent Joseph and Javier Spencer in for the Blackhawks. And Brent is coming down the track and flicking this one. And he's going to get a boundary. Goes into the boundary now for 4. So he jumped down the track and was looking to go, but it took more of the inner portion of the bat, but it had enough to go past the fielder who is in the mid-wicket position, and it came down to a backward square leg position, and that's 4 more to Brent Joseph and 4 more to the Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks now trail by Is it 10 runs? We will see as the total is yet to flash over. It will flash over in a minute. As it's 190 for 8. So
190.
190 for 8. So just 10 runs needed to equal the score. Brent Joseph faces up now to Justin Athenes, and there's what, 1 over to go after this one. Yes, my trusted third umpire who keeps me informed. And whoa, Joseph gets one that's up at the helmet region, and that one is probably hitting him on the grill region.